Wait a second. Do you guys see that? Look at that. It's a flying squid. I don't know what to think of that. I bet ya, yeah, I bet he's probably on the bubble stream we have. Yeah, looks like bubble stream. Interesting. Alrighty, everyone. Froe here for another vanilla-ish Let's Play episode. Go ahead and ignore the floating arrow. It's supposed to be stabbing me through the eye like this, but I guess apparently when I crouch it messes up its rendering a little bit. Last episode, we got this legendary Elytra, which was a huge upgrade for us, because now we can fly around the world as much as we want, which is super convenient. It's going to make mapping out the world nice and easy, as well as just getting from point A to point B pretty easy as well. But yeah, let's talk about the plan for this episode. I have been busy. I've been an extremely busy person. In fact, coming up with what I want to do this episode. And I've come up with a plan. It's a good plan, too. In fact, you could almost call it a grand plan. Yeah, so I've been hard at work at our island, kind of building it up and preparing for this episode here. And I'm excited to show off the fruits of my labor. I do want to try to capture this guy, too. Could always use more zombie villagers in our world. But I want him to pick up an item so that we can keep him and come and cure him at a later date. Doesn't look like he wants anything, though. Do you want sandstone? Want some sandstone? It's valuable. Worth a lot of money, I think. Nah, he doesn't want anything. All right, now you get inside your house. Get inside. There you go. Okay, welcome to your new home. Cool, well, it's nice meeting you, Sylvester. Well, let's go get started on our grand plan. Actually, before we can get started on that, you may have noticed I'm eating crumbly old potatoes right now, which is not good. And the reason why is we're out of steak. So we better go ahead and restock our food supply here. And you know what? It's actually not such a bad thing that we're out of food. It's been a while since we've rebuilt our horde. So, oh, we better start on getting some wheat then. And I think I'm going to use my Fortune 3 pickaxe so that we get a maximum number of seeds for this harvest. I just noticed that our scarecrow doesn't have anything to him anymore, so we better fix that too while we're at it. Yeah, I like that. Awesome, so we got the field harvested, now we just gotta replant. Alright, so this is taking quite a lot longer than I expected. So while I'm replanting here, I did want to talk a little bit about the plan. I have built a couple additions to our base here, a couple new buildings and stuff like that, and I want to show them off this episode. And they're pretty big additions. And we got quite a lot to talk about. So I better hurry up and get this field replanted. The problem is as I was harvesting the field, some of the field here kind of got destroyed, so I'm just going to borrow this quick. And go ahead and hold this stuff down and replant so that our field looks nice and complete and doesn't have a bunch of holes inside of it. And there we go. We got the field replanted. Cool. So then what I'm going to do is take our extra seeds and throw them into our composting bins so that we can turn them into bone meal. And there's the last of it. And this is how much wheat we got for reference. All right, so we can finally start to grow our horde. And we got quite a good start of it already. We probably only have to feed it 1 or 2 times before we take care of all of them. So I guess while we wait for our horde to grow, we could go cure Sylvester quick. That shouldn't take too long. Awesome, and we want him to be a fisherman, just not with this trade. Cool, yeah, we want this one. Awesome, so we got Sylvester cured, and check this out. We also got a turtle pet, so let's bring him back to the island. Hold up, check this out. Free creeper head. Cool, so it's finally time to harvest our horde. Just a reminder, we got a looting 5 swords. We're going to get a ton of steak, which will last us quite a while here. And I am really excited to showcase the progress we've been making on the world. I've been doing a lot of building off camera, and I can actually show it to you right now. If I just looked a little bit more to the left from here, if I kept going, you'd see quite a lot of new stuff in our world. But I'll wait. I'll wait until we have a nice full belly of steak before we do that. But yeah, what I did was build a couple of new buildings close to our base. And I tried out a couple new building styles in doing so. It's kind of similar to our old one, like it fits in, but it's a slightly different color palette and overall style, just to create some variation in our, like on our island here. Uh-oh, I just noticed something. My mycelium has been creeping back in. I think the sheeps have been low-key trolling me for a while here. They eat the grass and then the mycelium spreads that way, I think. So I guess we should probably take care of this as well. And there we go. Wait a second. We're out of fuel. Ugh, man. Which isn't a big deal. We can just let this run for a little while here. All right, there we go. We got fuel again and some steak pouring in. Perfect. And finally, we're going to be able to replenish our food supply. Alrighty, everyone, it's finally time. We're going to be able to check out our base. I just kind of noticed, though, our axe is going to break. And it looks like our other tools could use some repair, too. So I'm actually going to take care of that really quickly here. Just give me 1 second. The only problem is we don't have enough nether scrap to repair these, so we probably should get some of that. Oh man, check this out. An abandoned portal. Oops. So we got Crying and Symbian. I don't think I've ever gathered that before. What's in the chest? Nothing really good. Oh. Let's check out the loot we got from this. Tons of blackstone and some quartz. Good amount of gold, surprisingly, and some netherite. And apparently I got this achievement. Just a quick aside, I don't put mending on my tools unless we can find it naturally. So that's why this mithril spade has mending, but these other pickaxes and my other tools don't. Let's go ahead and upgrade our mithril spade as well. All right, so we got our tools repaired, and take a look at this. You notice anything different at all? Yeah, so I got like this texture pack that goes with our RPG data pack, and it gives like different textures and like the different enchanting quality to our weapons here. So like, for example, this sword is special. That's why it's got a different texture, and these pants are special as well. So that's pretty darn cool. The only problem is we have to have Optifine installed to be able to use these textures, but yeah, still pretty cool. An awesome addition. I'm going to try playing with them for a little bit. Something I noticed right away, though, that I don't like is the leather color. So I prepared some dye for us. We can go ahead and dye this red quick. Awesome. Whoa, that looks really good. Oh, I really like that. It goes well with my shirt. It matches. All right, but let's get on with it. We got a couple things to do this episode still. Namely, we got to make a stop at the sacrifice, and that's because we died again. In fact, we actually died twice, unfortunately. So let's take a look. Number of deaths, 33 now. Yeah, I went AFK for a little bit, and a zombie got me. Whoops. Let's go ahead and drop this stuff on into the sacrificer. All right, let's take a look. What was sacrificed? Hopefully not the elytra. No! No, we don't want that. Oh, man. Seriously? Oh, what are the odds of that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A 1 in 9 chance, man. 10%? 11%? Oh. Yeah, that hurts. An unbreakable elytra we can't use anymore. Man, that's the worst. So these are the other items we have to sacrifice. What happened there is I went to retrieve my other gear, my good stuff, the one that we just sacrificed. And on my way, I got killed by a piglin. Oops. Yeah, not a big deal. I mean, they're pretty good pants. 6% speed boost and mending and stuff, but man, the elytra, that really hurts actually. Man, death 32, half a stack. So I guess it's fitting. But we do have a backup one. It just doesn't have any mending or anything. Thankfully, you guys, I was looking through my enchantments and wait a second, where is it? Right here. Check this out. I apparently do have a mending book saved up. I did not know that. It's probably coming from the fact that I don't use mending on my tools unless I can find them naturally. So let's go ahead and enchant this elytra. All right. Enough trolling. We're going to do it now. Let's take a look at the massive changes we've done to our world since the last time you've seen it. Holy cow, there's a lot to talk about here. I don't know if we're going to be able to get all of it in. I might be no, there's a lot of little details here, and the buildings themselves aren't fully done. So first of all, a little while ago, we came by here and we made a little spruce wall and put some signs on there. And I said I was going to build a building eventually, so I went ahead and did it. And so here we have a list of projects that we want to do in the world. And here we got a list of long-term projects. So yeah, look at this. We even have them kind of listed. So we got build and project ideas, and then long-term ideas overall. And then in the middle, we got a little book to document our completed projects and some hidden storage over here so that we can add more signs and some room to expand this area. Have some little mini room over here or something if we wanted. But overall, it's just kind of a for fun little structure. Looking on top, I got a comment saying that I should try to build more actual walls. So it's kind of what I did here a little bit, but still doing the pillars and stuff. And I really like the pillars being at a slight angle as we go here. I think it makes this whole situation look really, really good. And for the building itself, if we look this direction, that's east. So we have a little sun rising. And that's west. We have a little sun setting. And it's a little bit hard to tell, but you can kind of see some yellow is closer to the horizon there. And here the yellow is more in the middle. I wish we had polished diorite walls, because I don't know if I like that there. It's not bad because you're so far away from it, but man, so when you get close up, it looks a little bit gross. And then we got this kind of curvy sandstone bridge that leads into a tower. I'm gonna call this the red tower, and I just realized I'm missing a quartz block there. And we have mushroom blocks there instead of quartz. Whoops. And we're missing some stuff on the detailing on the sides too compared to this side. Man, I did not finish this tower. Why am I showcasing this? Anyways, we got this derpy little staircase that goes on up. Oh yeah, before we go up there, this is going to be the map of our world. So we got our island, and over here is where we gather our grass. And we got a little village over there and just a couple little details. And eventually everywhere you see glowstone will be a map. All right, so up here, up the staircase, we got just a super decorated room. And inside of here, we got all of our first kind of items. So we got our first enchanted apple and first scrap and heart of the sea hots. And just some random banners and stuff. I got potions of invisibility because I can turn item frames invisible with a data pack we have. So that's why we can see that here. So we got a potion of the illusioner and Excalibur and just some other random little details. Here we got our first tools that we ever really had in the world. First trident, first wooden tools. I think that's our first wooden pickaxe, I'm pretty sure. So it's kind of cool. It's a little sentimental. We got some comments that people have left throughout our series here together. So in particular, I wanted to read a sleep deprived. I've talked a little bit about it, but he's what encouraged me to build the red tower in particular because it's got walls. instead of just like pillars and stuff. So I don't know. I hope he likes it. I hope it turns out pretty good in his eye. Coming up the stairs here, we got like an even more decorated room, which is just fancy dancy to the extreme. I got to change the walls though. I don't like the red terracotta that much. They stands out too much. Yeah, we just got some random items here that we've kind of collected. So like they're a little bit valuable. So like if I take this one, 13% speed boost and 2 luck, that's not a bad thing. I could actually take that when we go to the end cities next, and a diamond that just gives you a bunch of armor and stuff like that. Pretty cool axe here, 14 attack damage. Yeah. And here we have just a couple of random sets of armor. What is up with that book? What is that? Oh, Tome of Chaos. Yeah, so that gives you just random effects and stuff when you put it in your right hand. Or left hand, sorry. So it's just kind of a basic little room here. It's not fully decorated, and I don't plan on keeping all these decorations in here forever. I want to scatter them around our base as time goes on. And then here we have just like other stuff. It's just random armor statues and stuff. I think that's a special bow. It's pretty cool to see this stuff actually, like walking through this room with this data pack on. I didn't really plan on that, but it makes it look that much more special with the unique textures and stuff. Aha, and then we come over here and we got this ugly building. It doesn't have a single purpose yet except for displaying our first end adventure. And we got like a cup of coffee maybe, or hot chocolate or something, and it's like a random little crafting bench. We can go down here and there's going to be, there's room to expand down here. We can build something actual functional down here. I tend to do that. I tend to build kind of decorative and less functional buildings like on top of stuff, or like on top of the hills, and then down below or kind of hidden from view, I have more functional items or features and stuff. But that's not all. Check this out. I also worked on our main storage room a little bit as well. I added like this whole room on top of here, and I don't have anything built up here, and I have no idea what I want to put up here yet. So if you have any suggestions, that would be awesome. But this is how you get access to that. It's actually, I'm pretty happy about this. Come over here and you just right click that. There's an ender portal that'll bring you here, and apparently it'll teleport you into the ground a little bit. And then you just rethrow the pearl, and then to get back home, you press this button. But what I like about this room in particular is it's perfectly facing east and west, so you can see the sunset and the sunrise, kind of like that other building over there, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode. I know it was kind of weird. I hope it wasn't too trolly for you, and you made it to the end. I didn't showcase the buildings too much because they're still a little bit under construction, and I want to add some details and refine a couple of things before I showcase the whole thing. But if you give me any feedback, that would be awesome because I'm still working on them. And let me know what you guys think. Other than that, you guys have a good one. Stay safe. And what kind of vegetables should you eat this time? I guess, what you could have is celery. That's right. Celery sounds good to me. Have some celery with some peanut butter.